Maggots, Sleepynight Gaming. Today we are just gonna cover another exciting thing coming to the Rise to War 2.0, the March adjustment. Alright, Maggots, new thing that's coming to the Rise to War pretty soon. So we're gonna have to cover this so everybody will actually understand what's gonna happen next. Battlefield Evolution, new marching confrontation rules. Okay, so new marching, we're gonna cover that. The confrontation is something new that you guys might want to sit down, grab a coffee or snack, whatever, and just have to listen and try to understand. Alright, so it has been there, you know, the dev aim to recreate more realistic. So the 2.0 plus will come out, and with the new marching rule, basically it's gonna impact by the army gonna avoid walking past the enemy territory. So and as well as the mountain river march, okay, and the settlement along the way. So many of you have seen they move like curve, right? They go you know, alongside the mountain and so on. So this is where it's gonna come in, but we're gonna take a look in a further view here. For example, here, in order for me to actually go to this tile, which connected to my allies, right? So I can just march, no problem. However, let's say this tile right here, you march on here, you can, because you have to connect these, and this is something that we already understand how this mechanic works. However, with the new marching system, you can march directly onto this tile without connecting with anything. Okay, so there's more rules to it, but we're gonna have to cover this one by one. So basically, you can march onto this without linking them. Alright, new army collision rules. Okay, so take a deep breath, because this thing would be something that will add strategy into the battles. So let's take a look here, right? As you can see, when an army is moving on the map, its location change in real time. So if as far as you can add like a land in front of that, you know, that the way the enemy walk, they will have to walk around it. Okay, and what this does is, okay, if they happen to cross line, as you can see in the picture here, right on the top here, if they cross, they will battle right on the spot. Okay, so you can intercept like a enemy siege unit during the way they're coming into. You can send army to cross path with them. If you do it at the right time, you will be able to intercept the march. Would that be something really cool? I think it's gonna add depth to it, so you won't have as many paths as you would like to, because you can just march directly anywhere. But this way you can actually walk across that line and actually attack them. That's so, I don't know, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be something new that everybody's just gonna be like, oh man, is this good or bad? I don't know, but yeah. New army occupation rule in this one right here is very interesting. So now the settlement and fort will no longer determine the movement range of your army. So let's take a look at this close real quick here. Alright, so in order to move around, this is my settlement, right? And if I want to move here, okay, to this plot right here, I have to move to this fort, right? But now the fort, you can move directly from this location here all the way here with this. but you got to have a fort to expand the range for you. And with doing this in the PBE that we just test, if you can move out from of the range here and you don't have fort or something, you can't refill your soldier. Okay, so we have to cover this in the different videos, because I mean I don't want to cover something that they have not like actually announced. But anyway, it will not restrict like how far you go on the map here. Okay, let's say this is my range, and I can just move here right away. And if I'm taking this tile right here, it would take me 5 minutes to take this tile if this is not my territory. Okay, but if you want to hit the fort, you don't have to connect this tile. You can just go ahead and hit them right on the spot without connecting. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to you can just hit them directly. You don't have to connect all these tile like from this corner to this one, and then this one, and to get to the fort. You can just hit fort directly right there, just like that. Okay, but it would take 5 minutes extra to occupy this tile, which we're gonna cover the new command set that's gonna be coming out for your army. As you can see here, this is another good example right here. The army have to walk instead of straight line or connecting the tile to these. However, it will walk around enemy territory in order for you to actually get to the point A to B. It could be another strategy that you just lay the tile in front of you in the battlefield, so the enemy have to take tile and have to wait 5 minutes every march that they go. You see what I'm saying? Because if you point attack, they might have to walk across and so on. So this is create a lot of possibility in marching. And just so you know, if you are developer and you're watching these, the marching time is already long time. We march, nobody gonna wait for like 21-minute march or 35-minute march, man. It's kind of like, it's a madness. You should consider like speed up the march time. Look at the picture right now. As we see, this is like what 1 2 3 4 5 6 block. It's gonna take 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. And it's, I don't know, I have a feel that, I mean, this game is taking too long. And in the new of a 2024, man, the people don't really have like 4 or 5 hours just to sit down every day just trying to pass around here with the 3-minute march, 7-minute march, and so on. So that's another thing that you need to consider, since you are changing all these rules and stuff. People time is also important. We don't want to spend all day just like try to march and try to dodge all these tiles. So you might want to double the speed for this march. That is my 2 cents. New army command. Okay, so according to all these new stuff, the marching and collision and occupation rules, we have simplified and adjust certain army commands. So let's take a look real quick what we have right now. Okay, so army command right now, you probably have something like this. March, where you march and you take the tiles. Okay, then that is a sweep. Basically, you sweep them up, right? And then we have a ring ability where you can use a certain skill, right? So this is the command that we actually have right this minute. However, the new command that's just going to be added according to the rule of the occupation and all these collision rules, we're going to take a look at this. March. You understand by march, by executing this command, you can dispatch army to battle against army at the target plot of land. Okay, you can also go to talk to the NPC that actually randomly spawn on the map, right? You know, the hiring merchant and all these things that give you buff and so on. So this would be a March skill. Okay, occupy. Okay, so these one right here gonna be a little bit hard to understand. So basically, when target land is within influence range, the army affiliated settlement or fort, this army can be dispatched to engage the defender of the target land and proceed to occupy the land after winning the battles. Okay, so basically, you take the land, pretty much. You take the tile. Okay, and if it's an enemy tile, it's gonna take 5 minutes. You have to use this command to take the tile, and it's just gonna take 5 minutes. Next up, we have reinforce. This command can be only issue army within the influence range. So, like we mentioned earlier, you can march without restriction. However, you have to have a fort or settlement nearby. You're gonna have like influence land, just like Ranger Rise. You have to have influence in order for you to refill. Okay, so this we'll have to cover this function a little bit in the later videos because it will be hard for you to understand. I mean, at this point. Next up, we have stop. Stop is stop. Okay, so we all should understand what is the stop mean. Okay, so like when you hitting something, you stop. Okay, so stop is stop. I don't know, man. How else can we describe stop is stop, right? Okay, so that's that, guys. So we have a lot to cover in this video, and man, it's just so much to take in, isn't it? So leave a comment down below. What do you think about the new Collison and new stuff? I do have like so much stuff I wanted to share, but I cannot share at this point. But stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next content.